What is up, peeps? Darlene Winnie here, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I will be going over some of the most common myths when it comes to losing weight, and I will give you some insights on the actual truth. If you're a believer of any of the myths that I go over, or you are living by some of them already, don't worry, because the journey to losing weight won't always be a straight line. You are learning and adapting, but always remember that the slow way is the fast way. And before I go on a rant, let's just begin. Myth number 1, eating fat makes you fat. Fat is one of the most important macronutrients that your body needs. Your body wants it and needs it for a number of reasons. One of them is to store and supply energy. Not everything you eat gets used as energy right away. Gosh, I can't even begin to tell you how much more smarter your body is than what you actually believe. Your body stores fat in cells so that when need be, it is there for you to use. And there is more than one type of fat, and one of them is unsaturated fats. Eating more unsaturated fats will support weight loss. Salmon, seeds, olive oil, and nuts are just examples of foods that contain unsaturated fats. But just like anything else, eating too many of these types of foods can actually make you gain weight because they are very calorie dense. So you want to definitely consume them, but do not overdo it. Myth number 2. Stay away from carbs if you want to lose weight. This one is just like myth number 1. Carbs, just like fat, is an essential macronutrient for your body. I actually made a whole different video on the 2 different types of carbs, and if you haven't watched that already, I really recommend that you do because it really breaks down the differences between the 2 carbs. But essentially, carbs are actually the main source of energy that your body likes to use. There are simple and complex carbs. And what you want to do is consume more complex carbs as opposed to simple carbs, because complex carbs do not spike up sugar levels. When sugar levels are spiked, your body gets signaled to store the sugar in the liver or the muscles, and they get stored as fat. And that's what you don't want. Here is a visual so you can see the difference between your sugar levels when you eat complex carbs versus simple carbs. As you can tell, the simple carbs has a higher spike than the complex carbs. The complex carbs keep your sugar levels at a constant rate. All right, moving on to myth number 3. Skipping meals and occasionally starving yourself will lead to fat loss. When you skip a meal, your body is definitely not happy. And this literally affects you and can possibly lead you to binge eat later on in the day or even the next day. And also, when your body hasn't had any food, it automatically slows down your metabolism to make sure that it survives for that period of time. And when your metabolism slows down, fewer calories are burned and in turn can be stored as fat. So please, please, please don't skip meals by choice. As a matter of fact, eating healthy snacks in between meals can actually boost your metabolism. Okay, myth number 4. Exercise is the most important thing for losing weight. This is a myth that I always try to clarify to others because it can really mess with your head. Now, don't get me wrong, exercise really does help you lose weight, aka fat, but it is not the number 1 thing for the fat loss. Your diet, what you eat, what you intake is actually the number 1 thing that impacts your fat loss. Let me give you 2 scenarios. If you were to come to me and ask me, hey Darlene, I want to lose some weight, aka fat, but I don't have the ability to exercise. Can I still lose the fat? My answer would be absolutely 100% yes. And I would go on to tell you that all you have to do is eat a healthy diet on a calorie deficit and you will definitely lose some fat. Now, scenario number 2. If you came to me and you asked me, hey Darlene, I want to lose some weight, aka fat, but I don't want to eat healthy. Can I still lose the weight? Typically, my answer would be, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that one. This is simply because eating healthy meals that are not so calorie dense will actually get you to that calorie deficit number way faster and easier than exercise would. The only way that this myth would not be false is if you would be going to the gym multiple times a day or exercising multiple times a day and burning a lot of calories, way more calories than you are actually eating. Let me give you an example. Let's say you ate 2 calorie dense unhealthy meals that are worth about 2,000 calories each, so 4,000 calories, and your calorie deficit is supposed to be 2,000 calories. Then that means you would only be able to eat those 2 meals, and you would have to go to the gym about 4 times a day. And in those 4 times, you would have to do very intense workouts to burn at least 500 calories in each session to reach that 2,000 calorie deficit number. I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a life. Unless your life is shaped around the gym. And I can almost guarantee you that those 2 unhealthy meals will not give you that energy that you need to get through those 4 intense workouts. Okay, last but not least, myth number 5, all calories are equal. Let me give you an example to help explain what this myth means. 1.5 bananas have, say, 95 calories, and then you have 2 Oreo cookies that have about 95 calories as well. Does that mean that it doesn't really matter which food item you choose to eat because they both contain 95 calories? False. It definitely matters which one you pick because each food item has a different effect on your body. Okay, let's stick to the bananas and cookies. See, if you choose the bananas over the cookies, you are intaking fiber. And fiber has a lot of good effects on the body, like promoting regular bowel movements, and a good one is that fiber prevents blood sugar spikes. And what do sugar blood spikes cause? Yup, you guessed it. Fat to be stored. If you choose the cookies, yes, it has the same amount of calories, 95 calories, but all you're doing is spiking up your blood sugar levels. So you tell me which one is the better choice. Okay, I think I ended on a good one, so that's it for now. If you found value from this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you haven't checked out any of my other educational videos, I really recommend that you do. Maybe you will learn a thing or two. As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye!